So the next part that we're going to set up is the phases of gameplay. And these are like from the action list are the way that the computer would process the game, the list. So for migration, it was to not have more than 3 city-state points. And, well, alright, I fixed up all the unit chess pieces, and I put those into the world, I put those into the players, and now okay. At this point, you would be able to do the migration, and the computer should go player 2, and I'm thinking it would go phase by phase. It would go player 2, and then if you could like have a few options. You could be like, you could just say T for turn, and that might like send you to the next turn. Or you could say, uh, move, like you could move your unit. Or no, you could call for the move phase. So basically you could end the turn or name the phase of gameplay that you want to have access to. So for player 2, you would go like move, and then instead of seeing turn 3 pop up, you would be given the options for what piece do you want to move and where do you want to move it. Do you want to move your pawn, your bishop? And then the phases of gameplay are going to be sequential. So the first thing you would do when it says your turn is name the phases. Like I want to move, or first yeah, you could do it like that. You could go move, spawn, in, pawn, or I guess unit creation, unit. So, and then it would go and find the phase of gameplay that you named, because they might be out of order. You might go, say unit creation comes before move. Well, you would list out what you want to like have access to, and then it would be unit creation and move and etc. Okay, and there it is. So, I have to press T for it to go to the next turn, and if I wanted to manipulate my action, I could do... I load that into the player act list, and then I can go turn, and well, it changed the thing. There's multiple dialogues appearing because I think the other players are reporting their information. Or it's looping too many times. I'm not really sure. Okay, but that's how the phases of gameplay are going to work. It'll go, it'll name the player that's going. You'll name the action you want to do, and then you will, when you're done naming all the acts, then you just press turn, and then it knows to allow for that code, that where it says player choice here, that would be right here, and then we could offer more code like a line, like oh, I know what's happening. It's saving all the data to that string. So what you would do is come down here and oh, I think that broke the code more. Oh well, okay, I'll figure it out in the next video. But that's how the player phase system is going to work. That's how you would give the object code. So the AI code is going to go here. And the player choices are going to go here. And it'll flip this thing to true so that when the action plays out, it doesn't go defaulting down here. It'll take the player's choice. And then I guess it would go like this. You would do a for loop. You would loop through the vector, see if it applies for some action. If it does, give the player the code choice to manipulate it. And then, this would be the setup code right here for what they want to do with that phase of gameplay. This would be making sure that flipping this back off, and then, right. Then you do it again. You would go another for loop. You do another for loop, and then you would do another, creation of this right here, test another moving units, creating units, whatever action they're trying to do. You'll see if they asked for it in the list, and then you'll give them the choice to manipulate it, turn the player T back to true, so that when you come down here, you'll do this final evaluation code. If they had messed with that option, then you turn this off and you don't do anything. If they didn't do anything, then you run the normal code, and that's how it would work. Now, I'll come back and work on the migration code next.